cue me in, do the clapping and be like, action. It's a make or miss league.
Maybe a little more funny than that.
I don't know what am I make or missing? It's a make or miss league. Cut that.
Team?
Cut that, make court burn. Marcus Smart, an absolute menace last night. He dives after the loose ball.
Love it.
Doesn't get it, but then he sprints down and intercepts the pass.
Fresh calf.
Richard, high school and college basketball coaches all over the country are texting this to their players today, right?
Okay, so look, I didn't see the combo. Like that play right there, you're like, come on, Marcus. But the hustle back.
Look.
And it's just like that's like the hustle back, that's next level. And then a little around the back section.
I think the fact that it all happened at once, he knew he was extra with the dive. He had to really hustle back. I love this dude.
I love it.
Hey, outside of his little flops every once in a while, I love his heart and soul.
He's got to like your favorite player's favorite player vibe to him, right?
Yeah, but I still hate it. Rich,
I hate his flops. I hate his flops.
I love his hustle.
Yes.
Love his heart.
Maya's safety help. Hawks, Raptors. All right, so there's 0.6 left in the half. We got the sax music going. Solomon Hill finds Kevin Herter, also known as Red Velvet, for the layup.
Red Velvet? It's not the Red Rocket.
Hey, you can't have one without the other right here. This is a hell of a pass, but the ability to catch on the fly, and didn't Bron and D-Wade do that one time? That's incredible, man.
Good for Red Velvet. I actually love that nickname.
Red Velvet.
It is a great name.
That's pretty good, right?
Yeah. Of all the redheads, he's the first one that's had that nickname.
Red Velvet.
Yeah. Rachel, is that going to be your new nickname, Red Velvet?
Because I'm smooth.
Yeah. Okay. I get it.
Make bamboozlement. Watch how many moves Melo puts on Payton Prichard. What kind of bag does Melo got here?
Oh, you know.
Well, he saw this little guy like I saw you in college, and you know you're not ready for this.
It's like, here it is. Here's your moment. Here's your moment. I got this.
I'm really happy what Melo's been able to do with his second act.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? I think there was a little, obviously, he sat out for a little bit, but just to think that this guy had so much more in the tank, and he's showing it. He's top 10 all-time scoring now and going to move up. So, I mean, hats off to Melo for kind of understanding what it's going to take to get him back in the league.
And it was Melo, but the fact that there was like so many people that were ready to push him out, but Melo did have a great change, and I think he found a great spot. I don't know if he would change a thing if you look at how he's playing and where he's at.
Dude, also the perspective that he had and gained. I talked to him several times throughout that layoff time, and not everybody would have stayed ready the way he did. It really hats off to him. All right, missed defenders. Lakers swinging the ball here. Wes Matthews pump fakes. Leans into the contact to get the call there.
I hate this call.
Horrible.
Matt, is there anywhere players are allowed to land
Terrible. I mean,
anymore?
there's a few guys that have been able to manipulate the game. James putting his arm out, going to the basket, this kind of shot fake stuff that him and Steph and obviously everyone does now. But it's hard because if we jump into you, I understand. But if you're going to shot fake and then jump into someone in the air, I mean, that's just.
And in the NBA, I think they're going to change this because a player's not allowed to kick his feet outside of his normal shot motion.
Right.
When players do the rip through, that's not your normal shot motion. That's not your normal shot motion.
Right.
And you want to protect the offensive players and give them room to land.
But
you got to protect the defensive players to play there too.
Yeah, I think that you're right. I think they're going to make a little shift there. Make bounce. Clips Pacers.
I was doing the game, so.
BG back in Indy, as we mentioned. Take a look at the two-hander.
Ooh.
Hey, he's been on a mission. He came on the show, all the smoke, and looked in the camera and told everyone, I'm ready. You know what I mean? I think this social media era is vicious sometimes, and I think he got the wrong end of the sword. But I think, he's doing it now, but he has to do it in the playoffs. And I have a feeling this year he's going to.
Yeah, and Paul George is having a great season. His numbers are outstanding, and it's tough because you're not appreciating it because you're waiting for the postseason.
Fail.
Right.
You wanted to see him
I'm not going to say fail. I'm going to say I'm waiting for the postseason. I want to see him do what.
I'm saying a lot of people. Well, he can't do it in the. He's doing it now.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We want to see it in the playoffs.
Well, look, I mean, part of that is about when you are competing for a championship.
Right.
That's the standard, is the
That's all that
playoffs,
matters.
right? And you put
Absolutely.
yourself in that awesome position of being that good. You then need to deliver at a higher level. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.